Hello and welcome back to another episode of Sports Tingz with obviously me, Brandon Beasley. Now, like always, before we get into it, let me pay some bills here, of course. Unlike all the other bars out there that taste either like old Play-Doh or a piece of cardboard, when you eat Built Bar, you'll think you're cheating on your diet with a delicious chocolate dessert. If your kids find out how good these are, you're going to have to buy more because they will be begging for them. Remember, remember to include at Built Bar in our hashtag I'm Built and Built Bar in any posts. And our referral code is off the ball. That's all caps off the ball. And this code will provide you and your friends and family with a 10% discount at BuiltBar.com. Once again, that's BuiltBar.com. Promo code off the ball in all caps, and you'll get 10% off. And then the next. Sorry, give me just a second. Never mind. Crap. Sorry, give me just a second. What the heck, bro? This ad is being weird. Sorry. I apologize. Give me half a second. Is this gonna let me look at it? No, of course not. So, I can't look at whatever that is. So, this episode is also brought to you by Sleefs. SLEEF. Sleefs. Sleep designs and products. Oh, let me try that again. Sleeves designs and produces custom compression gear, everything from arm sleeves, headbands, and more. There are also wholesale options available, and they are designed in the U.S. If you go, this is a terrible ad. This is a terrible ad, and I am so sorry. You go to sleeves.com. And use the code 25 off 55 at sleeps.com. You'll get 25% off on all orders of $55 or more. That's sleeps.com, SLEEFs, for 25% off anything over $55. That was the worst ad I've ever read in my life. One more. I promise we're almost done. Listen up, sports bettors. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUs.com, is back for their 28th year of NFL action. With the industry's biggest sign-up bonus of up to 200% off, BetUs offers our members the opportunity to cash in on all your favorite sports, including NFL, UFC, and MLB. If you're looking for live in-game betting, incredible odds, and daily odds boosters, props, and parlays, we got them. How about fast payouts and exceptional one-on-one customer service? We got that too. Log into betus.com or call 1-800-792-3887. That's 1-800-BETUS. Betus.com, where the games begin. Alright, now that we've gone through all that crap, guess what? NFL football is today. Today. As you're watching this, there's NFL football today. Week 1 starts today. I'm so excited. I've always called myself a basketball guy, but the older I get, the more and more I get excited for the NFL season. So today what we're going to do is we're going to go through and talk about all the week 1 matchups, okay? I'm going to give my opinions on the games. I'm going to give who I think's going to win, and just my thoughts on how I think the teams are going to do in the games. Depending on how long that takes, we may also pick like division winners. But we'll see. Yeah. So as excited as I am, let's go. Let's go. before, I'm just gonna repeat myself, but I am so happy NFL football is back. I am. I'm so happy. Tomorrow's going to be so awesome. We're about to watch two badass teams in the Bills and the Rams. We'll just get right into it. The Bills and the Rams play tomorrow. Uh, the times that I have right here are all PTD, so I think that's like 3 hours behind where I'm at. So it's like 8:20. That sounds right. 8:20 Central Time. The Buffalo Bills will be in LA taking on the defending Super Bowl champion LA Rams. Now, the Rams have almost no reason to not be good again. I think Matthew Stafford is going to be even better because he is more comfortable in that offense. Him and Cooper Kupp are obviously have a fantastic connection. They don't have Odell, but they brought in Allen Robinson. I'm not sure. Allen Robinson obviously can't do what Odell does in any way, shape, or form. He can't. But what he can do is still provide a very solid third receiving option. And I think that's exactly what he's going to do. I've seen some things of the balls Matt Ryan's been throwing in practice and all that. There was a ball that I saw. It was to Cooper Kupp, but Cooper Kupp ran his route. Matthew Stafford threw the ball, and Cooper Kupp didn't even put his hands up until the ball was like right here. It was like catch, score. Like, I'm very excited to see how this Rams team does. I mean, clearly got Aaron Donald still. They did lose Von Miller. We'll see how big of an impact that has. It's funny that he's actually on the other team, but they still got Jalen Ramsey, who's a fucking monster. They got Leonard Floyd coming off the edge still. I think he's very slept on. I think he may have a big year this year too. Then obviously the Bills, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. I think they're starting James Cook at running back. That'll be interesting. Gabriel Davis, Isaiah McKenzie, Dawson Knox. They have weapons on offense. The offensive line isn't like fantastic in any way, but I don't think it's bad either. So I think they'll be able to get through that. And then their defense added Von Miller. I think they have Ed Oliver. I know they still have Tremaine Edmonds. Tre'Davious White. I'm pretty sure Tre'Davious White is not playing in this game, which is pretty big because he's their number one receiver. He is coming off that ACL tear from last year, but they will miss him defensively in this game. But they still got Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, great safeties. I think that this game's going to go one of two ways, okay? I'm not saying that this is going to determine the winner in any way, but I think it's either going to be a super close game, back and forth, offensive just humming, or the Bills are going to absolutely dominate them. I think the Bills are coming this year on a mission, especially after the way that they ended last season. They basically got kicked out of the playoffs last year because of a coin toss. Now, if that doesn't leave a chip on your shoulder, then I don't know what does. I think Josh Allen is going to be hungry. I think Stephon Diggs is going to be hungry. I think all of the leaders on that team are really going to want. Von Miller knows what it takes to win a Super Bowl. Von Miller is going to be setting the tone all season for them, I think. They did bring him in to be the closer. I don't expect him to play a crazy number of snaps. At least the first half of the year. We want to keep him fresh for when it really matters. I get it. But I'm telling you, that Bills defense may be a problem. Now, in terms of who I personally think is going to win, I think the Bills are going to win. The way I think this is going to go, I think it's going to be a back and forth game. I think that the Rams may start hot, and then the Bills just do what the Bills do and win the game. Honestly, that's how I think it's going to go. I think Josh Allen's going to have a monster night. I think Matthew Stafford's going to have a monster night. It's going to be a great offensive game, I think. I think these defenses are going to be struggling. I really do. With these two dominant quarterbacks, I mean, it's going to be hard for either defense to really stop them, I got a feeling. All right. on to the next one. So that was Thursday. That's tomorrow. Or today. Sorry. And on Sunday. Sunday, oh my gosh, Sunday. Sunday we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 games on Sunday. 14 games. I'm not moving from wherever I'm sitting or laying watching these games. I'm not moving. It's not happening. I will be in that spot all day. It guaranteed. 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 Alright, so we'll start with Saints Falcons. That's kind of a snooze fest if you're asking me. The Falcons drafted Desmond Ridder, but they're starting Marcus Mariota. Kyle Pitts is like a Lamborghini in the trailer park on that team. I mean, he's literally a monster, and the rest of their offense is trash. Especially now that they don't have Calvin Ridley, betting on your own team, can't do that. Fuck off. But, yeah, I think then the Saints, obviously, I think Jameis is coming back. I don't think Alvin Kamara's playing. Michael Thomas, I think, is back, though, which is good for them. And that defense is full of studs. Oh, they also have Jarvis Landry. I think New Orleans wins this game. If New Orleans doesn't win this game, I think New Orleans needs to go back and rethink everything that they've thought about the entire offseason. If you lose to a team like the Falcons, they have two good players, and one on each side of the ball. They got A.J. Terrell on defense, and Kyle Pitts on offense. I literally forgot his name. But, yeah, so if you lose to them, then, you deserve it, 100%. I think the Falcons are going to suck dick this year, but we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Not much to say about that game. This next game, I really hope my whatever fucking service I'm using picks this game up, because I really want to watch this game. Even though I hate the Browns and Carolina sucks, it's going to be a great game. Baker's revenge game. I think Baker Mayfield isn't going to be able to handle himself. I don't think he's going to be able to contain any emotions at all. Especially if he comes out early and is balling on his old team. Oh my goodness, we are going to see prime Baker Mayfield talking shit, throwing I don't know what word was about to come out of my mouth. Throwing dots. Oh, I can't wait. Now, they will have Christian McCaffrey since it's week 1, so that Carolina offense may actually look really good. It might. They may even actually win this game. I don't know, though, because Carolina's defense is They got Brian Burns. That's about it, but we'll see what happens there. Yeah, I'm very intrigued for this game. I really want to see what Baker Mayfield does. Who's starting for Cleveland? Give me half a second, and I will be able to tell you. Fuck. Let's see. September 11th. Oh, this is on 9/11. Sick. Let's see. All right. Who is starting? You're not going to tell me who's starting. Sick. I don't know who's starting. Or I'm gonna. Alright, let's. Alright, so it says that he's suspended. So Jacoby Brissett, right? Yes, 100% it's Jacoby Brissett. So this is a Jacoby Brissett versus Baker Mayfield matchup. I really think Carolina might win this game. If Baker comes out just throwing heat, balling, doing what prime Baker Mayfield can do, which we haven't seen since his rookie year, but I don't know. I think Carolina might take this game. I do. That'll be an interesting one to watch. So third game, On here, we got San Francisco at Chicago. For the 49ers, it'll be Trey Lance's first start. That'll be very interesting. I think it'll be Trey Lance's first start. They did just re-sign Jimmy G for this season, so who knows? They may start him. But with Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, I mean, that team is ready to go. Get them somebody who can put the ball where it needs to be and just let that offense go. Kyle Shanahan is a great play caller, and they just need somebody who can sling the ball. Who can sling the ball all over the field, honestly, they do. Now, is that Trey Lance? Maybe. Maybe we'll find out in this game. Maybe we won't. But that team is built to win a Super Bowl already. Already. Their defense, Fred Warner, I think they still got Eric Armstead. They got a couple other studs. I can't think of their names right now. But I mean, Chicago, you got Justin Fields. That's about it. They suck. There's not a game. There's not a team in the NFL I think the Chicago Bears can beat. There's not. I think the 49ers absolutely run the table with this. I think that they just fucking murder them. Now, this next game I will be watching in real time. So, I'm very nervous. My Steelers go to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. The Bengals just lost in the Super Bowl. And Joe Burrow is fucking my dad. So, I don't know what to say. They still got Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd. What is his name? There's another receiver who's a beast. Slow, but he's a beast. I can't think of his name. Higgins. That's all I know. Something Higgins. But yeah, great receivers. Their defense is good. Our offense, on the other hand, with Mitch starting at quarterback, who knows what the fuck we're going to see. Probably a lot of Najee, which isn't necessarily a great thing because our offensive line sucks. So, this will be a good test for our defense early, though. A very good early test for our defense, just to see where we're at starting the year. For us to be successful, our defense is going to have to do a lot for us this year. Going to have to carry us this year. I got a feeling. I said this when I went through the whole Steelers schedule. I think we're gonna lose this game. I do. There's a chance it's even a blowout, but I'm not gonna go that far. I have too much pride to say that we're gonna get blown out by anybody. And I trust Mike Tomlin entirely, probably too much. So I believe he's always going to lead us to success. So, we'll see. But yeah, I think the Bengals are going to beat us, and that's just how it goes. We got Philly and Detroit. Philly is such an interesting team. Now they got A.J. Brown, they got Devontae Smith, they got rid of Jalen Reagor, they got Miles Sanders. With Coach Sirianni, that man brings so many wrinkles into the offense. But I think that offense is going to be electric. I do. They may struggle early, but I think that offense is going to be electric. I think Jalen Hurts is really going to step in to being a true quarterback. I think if I were Jalen Hurts this offseason, I would have been working heavily on accuracy, timing, and all that stuff. Especially with A.J. Brown, who's going to be his number one receiver. Yeah, and Detroit, I mean, I love Detroit. I love Dan Campbell. You got Jared Goff at quarterback. He fucking blows. He sucks. I don't know what to tell you. Jared Goff sucks. He does. So, now I do think that the Detroit Lions will be better than they were last year, but they're still going to suck. I think Philly wins this game. Now, I don't think it's a blowout. I think Detroit fights. I do. One thing about the Detroit Lions, they will not give up. No matter how much they're getting beat by, they're going to play the entire game. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think Philly's going to take that one. All right, Indy at Houston. Houston still sucks. They got Davy Mills. I feel bad for Lovie Smith. I'm glad he got a job, but I mean, taking over the Houston Texans is a fucking dumpster fire. Indy got a guy in Matt Ryan. All reports coming out of camp is that they love Matt Ryan, and I think he might be exactly what they need to actually get to where they want to go. I do. Because they're still going to hand the ball to Jonathan Taylor a bazillion times. But now they have a quarterback who is calm under pressure. Not Carson Wentz fucking double ankle sprain trying to throw the ball while Aaron Donald's sacking me type shit. No 0-yard pick sixes in the end zone, throwing the ball left-handed. None of that. None of that. And he's got a calm, military-style dude running shit. And I think that that's going to help them a lot. I think their defense is going to be fantastic. Shaquille Leonard's going to be a beast. DeForest Buckner's going to be a beast. I think Kwity Paye's going to be a beast. Kenny Moore's going to be a beast. They do need to get some receivers. Their skill position players are not the greatest, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not a good thing, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. They could still be very successful with what they have now. But I think Indy beats Houston in this game. Houston sucks. I don't know what to tell you. New England at Miami. This will be a very interesting game because I think we're going to really get to see on the New England side who's calling plays, who's really running shit, and who Mac Jones has in his ear the whole game. Because if it's Bill Belichick, I think that they're going to be pretty good. And if it's like Matt Patricia or Joe Judge, they'd have some problems. Those guys were failed head coaches calling plays in Detroit and the Giants. So why would you let them call plays now? I don't understand it. Bill Belichick's a god, so Bill will figure it out. That's all I know. Bill will figure it out. But I'm interested there. I mean, the Patriots offense has looked so bad in the preseason, so they may suck. They may. Now, Miami's very interesting because we're really going to get to see how good Tua Tagovailoa is. We are. We're going to see how good Tua really is, especially against a Patriots team that they're going to play twice this season. They play them twice every season. They may be when the end of the season comes, they may be fighting. These two teams may be battling each other for a playoff spot. So I think this game has a lot of early season implications. And it's so hard for me to bet against Bill Belichick because I think he's a beast. I mean, he's clearly the greatest coach of all time, outside of maybe Mike Tomlin. That's bias of me, though. So I'm going to go with New England. I think New England's going to win. I don't trust Tua. I don't. And even if Tua has a great game and New England's offense is moving, I think Miami's defense is also trash. I think Byron Jones, there's a reason the Cowboys got rid of him. Xavier Howard got paid entirely too much money. And yeah, that's about where they're at. So we'll see. I think New England wins this game. I do. I think Tua struggles. If there's one thing Bill Belichick knows how to do, it's to make young quarterbacks have a hard time. And I think that's what he's going to do in this game. The next game I'm looking at right here is Baltimore and the Jets. Is Zach Wilson playing? Because I haven't heard a lot about the Jets this year, but there's a chance that the Jets turn it around too. There is. Zach Wilson is out. Okay, so the Jets are going to suck. No, it doesn't really matter who's at quarterback. The Jets are going to suck. Their defense can be whatever. They're going to suck. Until Zach Wilson comes back, we don't know what the Jets are. We don't. So, because of that, I don't even need to talk about the Ravens. As of right now, Lamar Jackson has no contract. Their best receiver is Rashad Bateman. They still got J.K. Dobbins. Their offensive line is still what it was last year. So I think this is As good as Lamar Jackson is, which he is fucking amazing. I love Lamar Jackson and I'm a damn Steelers fan. So, for as good as Lamar Jackson is, this year, if he doesn't at least win a playoff game or two, I think people start talking about him maybe being an average quarterback. I do. I still think he gets a crazy contract because that's how the NFL is, and Lamar Jackson is the most electrifying player in the NFL right now. So I think Baltimore doggy walks them. I do. If they don't, then holy shit. But yeah, I think Baltimore walks all over them. Next game here, another snooze fest. Jacksonville and Washington. I watched an interview today with the power rankings guy for the NFL, and he said that Jacksonville is a team to watch because there's a chance that they have a significantly better year than they did last year, which a significantly better year for Jacksonville is like 6 wins. But still. Now, I hate Jacksonville. They got old Dougie Peterson over there, who he's alright. But Trevor Lawrence, I feel bad for. They fucking paid Christian Kirk $20 million a year. That is insane. Their defense is going. I think that their defense might be good, though. I do. Now, they're playing Washington, and Chase Young's having some issues. I don't know exactly what. I think he got injured again. They got Scary Terry, but Carson Wentz is their quarterback, and we saw what Carson Wentz was last year. Even though I was just talking shit about Jacksonville, I think that they're going to win this game because I have no faith in Carson Wentz as a quarterback in any way, shape, or form. In any type of situation, it doesn't matter. I mean, you gave him the best running back the league had to offer, and he still find a way to fuck it up and not make the playoffs. So, I think that Washington's going to get beat. The next game on the docket, we got Tennessee at the Giants. Is Derrick Henry playing? I assume he is, right? Derrick Henry at the Giants. Harold Landry's out. That's not good. Alright, so he's not on the injury report. So Tennessee is going to have Derrick Henry back. I mean, they don't got A.J. Brown anymore, but fuck him. I guess Jalen, whatever that dude's name is, I don't think, Treylon Burks, I think that's who it was. I don't think he's going to be that good, but we'll see. But on the flip side, the Giants suck. Once again, you still got Danny Dimes at quarterback. You didn't do anything crazy on defense, and your skill players suck. Your best receiver is Kenny Golladay, and that boy is some hot ass. So, I don't know what the Giants expect to do. Somebody told me once that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. And I think that's what the Giants are kind of doing. They're throwing basically the same team, probably a little worse, honestly. And they're going to see what happens. And I think they're going to suck again. With that being said, the Tennessee Titans are probably going to beat the dog shit out of them. So, take that as you will. Oh, we got KC at Arizona. Now, Arizona doesn't have D-Hop, and we saw last year when D-Hop went out with an injury that Arizona fucking fell apart. But they do have some more receivers. They still got Rondell Moore. They just got Marquise Brown. Kyler has a contract. James Conner sucks, in my opinion. But their defense, did they get no, they lost Chandler Jones. I mean, Arizona didn't get better this year, or this offseason. That's what I'll say. And to be fair, neither did Kansas City. I mean, Juju Smith-Schuster is probably going to be their number one receiver. It's very interesting. It'll be very interesting to see how that goes. But, I mean, you got Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Andy Reid running shit. I think KC wins this game fairly easily. Oof. This next game right here is a must-watch, in my opinion. This next game is must-watch football. Are you hearing me? Must-watch. If you don't watch this game, fuck you. Vegas at the Chargers. The Raiders and Chargers. The Raiders booted the Chargers out of the playoffs last year. Chargers got better. Vegas got better. Justin Herbert's a monster. Derek Carr's pretty good. They got Mike Williams and Keenan Allen, monsters. Davante Adams, Darren Waller, Hunter Renfrow. Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa. Going up against Max Crosby and Chandler Jones. These teams are so similar, bro. So similar. Now, I'm a big Justin Herbert guy. I am. I don't know which way to lean on this. I don't. I'm a big Justin Herbert guy. I think he may be the league MVP one year. But I'm also very big on Darren Waller and Davante Adams. I think Davante Adams is the best receiver in the league right now. And Darren Waller is a top 5 tight end in the league right now. For sure. So it's a little hard for me to... I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. I think the Chargers are going to win this. I think they're going to come out with a chip on their shoulder. They're going to be like, fuck you guys, you beat us for the playoffs last year. You're not beating us again. Boom. But that whole division, the Chargers, the Chiefs, the Raiders, and Arizona. I'm an idiot. In Arizona. That is the division, right? No, I'm so dumb. Arizona's in the NFC. Who is the 4th team in that division? KC, LA, Vegas, Denver. There we go, Denver. That's a studded division, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, but I think that this game is going to be a nail biter. I do. I think the Chargers end up winning, but fuck do I know? I'm some guy sitting in a room talking to himself. So, next game on the docket is one that I will be making sure that I watch. The Packers-Vikings. I don't really give a fuck about the Vikings. Kirk Cousins is probably the most mid quarterback I've ever seen in my life. Dalvin Cook is really good. Mid offensive line. They got Jay Jetta and Adam Thielen. Mid quarterback. Doesn't really matter. Their defense, trash. I think the best player on their defense is Daniil Hunter, and he can't stay healthy for too long. The main thing I think everybody's interested to see when it comes to Green Bay is the receivers. To see how they do. I think Randall Cobb is going to be a big part early in the season for them. I think they're going to try to get old Robert Tonyan involved as much as possible too. They're getting D-Bach back, which is huge. Even if he doesn't play week 1, he will play sometime this year. But Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers. He's back-to-back league MVPs. I think he might win it again this year, to be honest. It's tough. Their defense is nice. They got better on defense this year. I'm taking Green Bay. I don't care that their receivers suck. They got A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones in the backfield still. Their offensive line is solid. Their defense is very good, actually. Yeah. I think Green Bay runs away with that game. We got Tampa at Dallas. Tampa Bay at Dallas. Now, Dallas. Everybody tries to pencil in Dallas like they're going to make it to the Super Bowl every year, and then they barely make the fucking playoffs. They didn't get better. They lost Randy Gregory. They lost Amari Cooper. Zeke's getting older. I think Dak Prescott's still good. They just lost maybe one of the... I'm not going to say maybe the best, but definitely one of the best left tackles in the game right now. I think he tore something in his knee. He's fucked. So, things aren't looking too good for Dallas right now. In Tampa Bay, Tom Brady is locked in, you already know. They still got Mike Evans, they still got Chris Godwin, they still got Leonard Fournette. They don't have Gronk. We'll see how big of a deal that is for them. Their defense still got Levante David, still got Devin White, still got Antonio Winfield Jr., fucking everybody. They still got Vita Vea. Like, I think Tampa Bay, like they have been in the past couple years, I think Tampa Bay is going to be a force to. I think Tampa Bay is going to be a force to be reckoned with, and I think that they fucking run all over the field on this Dallas team. I have no faith in Dallas. I don't, and I think Tampa runs away with it. I do. Now, Monday, September 12th, the final game of Week 1 is a nice one. Now, one of these teams absolutely sucks dick, but their quarterback, who doesn't suck dick, or their former quarterback who doesn't suck dick, is now on the team that they're playing. And that team, some people have making it to the Super Bowl. So it's gonna be pretty wild. We got Denver at Seattle. Russell Wilson's first game against Seattle is gonna be nice. Seattle's who the fuck? Geno Smith starting at the quarterback. Jesus Christ. Feel bad for DK. Feel bad for Tyler Lockett. They lost Chris Carson randomly to retirement. Their offensive line still sucks. They got rid of Bobby Wagner, who was the anchor of their defense. So their defense sucks. Denver just got Russ. I mean, their defense was good even after they traded Von Miller. They got Jerry Jeudy. They got Cortland Sutton, Tim Pat. Like, they're good. They're good. I think Denver fucking mops the floor with them. And Russell Wilson, even though I know he's a godly man, but metaphorically, this is what Russell Wilson will be doing walking out of that stadium after they win on Monday. This is exactly what Russell Wilson's going to be doing. He's going to be walking. He's going to get to the tunnel. He's going to take a step back. He's going to look at all the fans. They're either going to cheer or boo. And if they start booing, he's going to find a way, a subtle way for... In the only way that Russell Wilson can, he's going to find a way to walk around like this. Middle fingers up. Saying, fuck you guys. We just curb stomped y'all into next week. Suck my dick. And God bless. I think that's how Russ is going to be. I mean, that defense is nice. And going from, Drew Lock to Russ, insane. Yeah, I think Denver wins this game. So, we picked Buffalo over LA, New Orleans over Atlanta, Carolina over Cleveland, San Fran over Chicago, Cincy over Pittsburgh. We got Philly over Detroit, Indy over Houston, New England over Miami. I'm picking a lot of fucking... Hold on. New England over Miami, Baltimore over the Jets, Jacksonville over Washington, Tennessee over the Giants, KC beating Arizona, Chargers beating Vegas, Packers beating Vikings, Bucks beating Dallas. I just hit my mic. And Denver beating Seattle. Now, I just want you guys to know I picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 away teams to win. Home field advantage means absolutely fucking nothing, apparently. But I just picked 12 away teams to win. Take that as you may. I'm not a bettor. Now, if somebody wants to take all of these picks that I just made and throw them into a parlay, put it on Twitter. Tag me. That'd be pretty cool. I'll keep up with it. But, yeah. Let's see. We're about 40 minutes in right now. Yeah, let's do... Let's see if I can do this. Fuck. You know what? We're gonna bring it up here. We're gonna go through every division and I'm gonna rank them, basically who finishes first in the division, second, third, fourth, and all that good stuff. Division. All right, so we're going to start with the AFC East. In the AFC East, we have the Bills, Dolphins, Jets, Pats. Now, I think the Bills win the division. I do. I think there's a chance that the Dolphins and Patriots fight for that number 2 spot. Whoever doesn't get that number 2 is obviously number 3, and then the Jets are number 4 because they suck. In the AFC West, we got the Broncos, the Chargers, the Chiefs, and the Raiders. This division is going to beat the hell out of each other. I think it goes Chiefs. Oof. I think it goes Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, Broncos. But I think there's a chance that 3 of those 4 teams make the playoffs. Maybe even all 4. I doubt it, but maybe even all 4 of those teams make the playoffs. That would be insane. We go to the AFC North. We got the Bengals, Browns, Ravens, Steelers. I think it goes. I think it goes Bengals 1, Ravens 2, us 3, us being the Steelers, Browns 4. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not talking about it anymore. In the AFC South, we got the Colts, the Jags, the Texans, and the Titans. And I think this goes Colts, Titans, Jags, Texans. Now, the winners of the division, I think are going to be the Bills, the Chiefs, the Bengals, and the Colts. I do. Now, the AFC is stacked this year, so I think 10-7 may. I think certain 10-7 teams, depending on what division you're in, may not make the playoffs, and I think that there'll be other division 10-7 in teams in other divisions that do make the playoffs. I think it's gonna be very interesting. See, but I could see the Bills making the playoffs. I could see the Pats and the Dolphins make the playoffs. I could see everybody in the AFC West making the playoffs. There's a world where everybody in the AFC North makes the playoffs. The AFC South, it's going to be the Colts and the Titans making the playoffs. Now, in the NFC East, we got Washington, Dallas, Philly, and the Giants. I think this goes Philly, Cowboys, Giants, Commanders. And Philly wins the NFC East again. I say again, I don't think they did last year, but in the NFC West, this is another division that is pretty stacked. Not as much anymore because Russell's gone, but you got the 49ers, the Cardinals, the Rams, and the Seahawks. I think this is going to go Rams, Niners, Cardinals, Seahawks. The NFC North, we got Bears, Lions, Packers, Vikings. I think it goes Packers, Vikings, Lions, Bears. And in the NFC South, we got the Bucks, the Falcons, the Panthers, and the Saints. And I think it goes Bucks, Saints, Panthers, Falcons. I do. That's how I think it goes. And yeah. So that's about as it gets. It's about as good as it gets right there. And yeah. So there's something else I wanted to say. It's gonna be a great week of football, 100%. I'm going to do my best to watch every single game. I doubt it will happen, but I will watch highlights of every single game. And one announcement in terms of this pod. I know it hasn't been consistent. I posted like 1 or 2 and then took another long ass break. I didn't really know what to do, if I'm going to be honest. I didn't know what to talk about, any of that stuff. But now, through the NFL season, at least until the Super Bowl or the playoffs or whatever, until further notice, this podcast will be posted every Tuesday and Thursday morning. I will record Monday night directly after the Monday night games, and Wednesday night. Yeah, and then on Wednesday nights, so leading up to the next week of games. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to shoot me either a DM on Twitter. You can add me on Twitter. My Twitter is Brandon_Beasley, Beeezley. Same as my Instagram. Please, 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 please. Make sure you guys drop Off the Ball Network a follow on all social media. Make sure you go subscribe to us on YouTube. We'd really appreciate it. And make sure you go check out the Off the Ball Network website. We got great writers who write articles. I don't know how often they put them out, but every single one that I've seen is a banger. Plenty of podcasts talking about all the crazy things. If you're a bettor, we have a whole. I don't know if they have a podcast yet, but in my opinion, they should, with Walker and Kenneth. I think that they should come together and make themselves a little pod about bets. But those two are our betting guys. Off the Ball Network Bets, I do believe, is the thing on Twitter. If you're a big betting person, make sure you keep up with them. They put out picks and they win money. They do. They win money. Once again, make sure you follow me on all social media. Make sure you follow Off the Ball Network on all social media. Make sure you go and subscribe to us on YouTube. I really appreciate it. And once again, please check out our website. Till next time, you have a good one.